文章主题：想恋爱，但是并不结婚。研究发现，更多的年轻网民渴望一个罗曼蒂克的恋爱关系，但是更少的愿意去结婚。这是来自年轻中国网民在社会心理研究报告上的一个概括。2022年，这个报告它对总共有5492个年轻网民在2021年到2022年在中国进行了一个调查。研究发现，更多的网民仍然渴望一段罗曼蒂克的恋爱关系，并且只有少数表示没有意愿。然而，年轻的网民愿意去结婚，是更多的低于他们愿意去恋爱。新浪微博的数据显示，在5492个年轻网民的调查之中，有 16.4% 的人他们表达对恋爱关系的一个渴望，然而只有 0.6% 的人清晰地表示他们没有意愿一段恋爱关系。然而只有 3.4% 的人表示有积极的态度去面对婚姻，而相反的只有 1.2% 的人他们表示是一个对恋爱关系对婚姻是一个消极的态度。有更高学历背景的年轻网民，他们有更强烈的意愿对于恋爱关系和婚姻。数据显示，那些中等学历或者是高中学历文凭的人和他们相较之对比，那些有着本科或者研究生学位的人更愿意去进入到一段恋爱关系并且结婚。这也可能符合他们的财务状况。人们有着更高的学历水平，往往有更高的收入和更有意愿去负担这些维持健康婚姻和恋爱婚姻关系的成本。关于在年轻网民愿意去恋爱和他们愿意去结婚之间的差异，新浪微博的数据显示了在恋爱和婚姻中间的一个非连接性。谈恋爱可以很鲁莽的去谈恋爱，但是结婚要谨慎，正成为一种主要的趋势。当它成为年轻网民恋爱关系的一个态度的时候，在一方面他们保持着高的期望对于恋爱关系，因为拥有一个恋爱关系不仅仅是定义世俗的成功，而且也是年轻人当他们感到孤独和渴望陪伴的第一选择。在另一方面，婚姻意味着更多的责任、更沉重的金融负担、更严格的社会规则。传统的婚姻关系与年轻人今天非常珍视的个人价值相冲突。新浪微博发布的揭示分析说到，原因是年轻网民他们不愿意去结婚，因为他们受到了利社会中的概念的影响，并且有更高的需求去追求个人的目标和理想，超过去追随传统的社会规则。Wants love, but maybe not ideal. Research finds most young netizens aspire to be in a romantic relationship but are less willing to get married. This is an extract of the survey report on the social mentality of young Chinese netizens 2022. The report surveyed a total of 5,492 young netizens across China in 2021 and 2022. Researchers found that most young netizens still aspire to be in a romantic relationship, and only a few expressed no intention, but young netizens' willingness to get married is much lower than their willingness to fall in love. Sina Weibo data shows that among the 5,492 young netizens surveyed, 16.4% expressed a desire for romance, while only 0.6% clearly said that they have no intention to have a romantic relationship. However, only 3.4% expressed a positive attitude toward marriage, as opposite to 1.2% who expressed a negative attitude. Young netizens with a higher education background have a stronger willingness for both romance and marriage. Statistics show that compared to young netizens with a middle school or high school degree, those with a bachelor's or master's degree are more willing to get involved in a romantic relationship and get married, which might correspond to their financial situation, as people with a higher education level tend to have higher income and are more likely to be able to afford the costs associated with maintaining a healthy romantic relationship and marriage. Regarding the disparity between young netizens' willingness to have a romantic relationship and their willingness to get married, an analysis of Sina Weibo posts shows a disconnection between relationships and marriage. To fall in love boldly but get married cautiously has become the main trend when it comes to young netizens' relationship attitudes. On the one hand, they hold high expectations for relationships because being in a relationship not only fits the worldly definition of success, but is also the first option for young people when they feel lonely and crave company. On the other hand, marriage means more responsibility, a heavier financial burden, and stricter social discipline. The traditional marriage system conflicts with the individualistic values that young people today hold dear. The analysis of Sina Weibo posts reveals that the reason young netizens are unwilling to get married is that they are under the influences of the antisocial clock concept and have a higher need to pursue individualized goals and ideals than to follow the ordinary social rhythm. What is the trend attitude towards falling in love and get married for the Chinese young netizens? Their willingness to get married very lower than their willingness to fall in love. The young netizens fall in love boldly and get married cautiously. Those holding bachelor degree and master degree are more willing to both fall in love and get married. Usually, they have a good finance, and in that way, they can afford highly the common daily life costs and to co-building a better life. That's not only about being word description success, but also that's fall in love and get married. That's the first option for the reason about feel lonely sometimes and crave company. But there have another main trend that is just fall in love, not I do, because the traditional marriage need more strict discipline, responsibility, and less freedom. It's opposite to identity's values. That's why more and more young netizens in China rather than just fall in love. What's the meaning of the 人生赢家? The English translation is have the world by the tail, being worldly description of success.